All right. So, social media for dance studio owners. That's me, Jessica Fairloo. Dance Studio Recharge is something that I just started because I feel like recharging ourselves all the time is a really great thing. Let me know if you cannot see what I'm typing um, because this is still a little bit new. I'm trying to figure this out myself. So, all right, so let's get started. So, a little bit about me. Um, that's me. Hi. And I have one child. His name's Andrew, and he's awesome, but is a handful and very difficult when people don't feel like you're not really going to work. You stay at home most of the day. People don't get that. So it's very hard to bring him to work. This is what my child did to me. I was over 200 pounds and hating dancing. And this is kind of what I did since November. I've lost 50 pounds and recharged myself so I can recharge my business. About me still, this is one of my life goals was to have a title winner at my studio. This one's 5 years old. Her name is Shayla. She's Mini Miss Nyla National 2013. So that was kind of cool. And then this is CJ. CJ is Mr. Senior Nyla and also got the New York Los Angeles Award, which is an entertaining award, usually given to groups. So this was my summer. I was really proud and really happy for these students. Okay, so how potential students find us. This is how it used to be. Okay, the word of mouth was the best way that people found us. And then we did flyers and other direct mail pieces, and then the internet. Before Katrina, I would say 2000 to 2003 ish. I built the website for my studio owner myself, and I was 16, 17 years old, thinking I was awesome doing this for her. But now it's gotten to be where it's a lot easier to do, and so we have to stay on top of things to keep up with other businesses around us. This is how students find us now. Internet is probably my number one way of finding us. Word of mouth is next, and then traditional direct marketing approaches are at the bottom. So, even though somebody says they find you from the website, that doesn't mean that they didn't find you from word of mouth first. Sometimes customers don't know where they find you from. And so they say, oh, I was just looking on the website and I found XYZ, your class schedule or this or that. So, word of mouth is still really important. And so are the traditional direct marketing approaches like flyers, postcards, posters around town, things like that. But these three, and there's more, of course, but these three work hand in hand because if you don't have the internet appearance to back it all up, sometimes people get lost in the word of mouth shuffle or they don't remember what the name of the studio was or things like that. So you have to kind of do a combination of all three. So basically, these are the major social media platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. And they all funnel down into this magical word called SEO, or which stands for search engine optimization. Dun, dun, dun. So, search engine optimization is a fancy phrase that basically means making your website the most desirable match for the customer's keywords. Now, I don't know if any of you have done analytics or gone and see what people type in to find your website, but I find more often than not, they misspell my studio name or they say it wrong. The words are jumbled. They're looking for something that I don't offer, and then they come to me and end up becoming a student. So you really have to make them the most desirable match for any set of customer keywords. And that's pretty difficult because you're pretty much trying to read minds, which is what people think we do anyway. So I think of it as stretching for a split or doing crunches to find your center. Once you have the split or you know how to find your center, or you know how to stretch for that split, it's very hard to lose it. But trying to get there seems like it takes forever. So, social media is an easy and free way to find that search engine optimization and making you the most desirable you can be for potential students and their parents, their families, things like that. But I don't have a website. I hear this more often than I'd like to. And this is like terrible. This should not be you. This is a big no-no. You need to have a website because that's how you control your presence online. Don't have one? Get one. A website is your home base for any online image you're trying to project. So think of the website as the home for your studio, the online home of what you're trying to present to potential clients, potential customers for your studio. No home base, customers lose direction. So let's say, like, my studio is next to a church. Okay, so people come to church, they see my studio, they see the name on the wall, they go home and they're like, okay, well, I saw this place and it says that they offer dance and karate and gymnastics and all this stuff, but I don't remember the name of it. I'm going to type in New Orleans, St. Pius dance studio. Like, what is that? Why are you searching that? You can't remember the name? You didn't jot it down? No, they don't. Okay. So if I don't have a website, that's it. I've lost that customer. Okay. So you have to have a home base. You have to have a place where customers can land, and you have to direct them for where you want them to go. Because essentially, and we all know this, that they're stupid sometimes. And don't tell anybody I said that, but they don't know where they're going. So you have to direct them and funnel them into this home base. Make sure that it's an accurate reflection of you and what your studio stands for. Don't be a copy of somebody else. If you're quirky and fun and, here's a good example. Okay, let's say the studio owner has the side of their head shaved off and long purple hair on the other side and a nose ring and tattoo sleeves down their arms, and their website makes them appear like they're clean cut, wholesome. We love 2-year-olds and we skip and dance in flowers. Those two images for a parent may not line up. Now, here's not saying that having that kind of hairdo and tattoos and piercings are a bad thing. I totally support life choices in any phrase. But you have to accurately represent you on the website, because you don't want to spend time wooing customers that may be not into that kind of thing. That's just the way it is. Okay, so make sure that your website is an accurate reflection of who you are and what your studio stands for. If you need a second opinion on your site, just let me know. Send me an email. I'll do a quick 5-10 minute once over, tell you what I like, tell you what I don't like, tell you what's not working, because the best thing to do is to get somebody to look at it and say, I don't know really where I'm going. I had a parent tell me, I didn't know you offered gymnastics. You really should have that as a tab on the top of your page. I went home that day and I made a tab for gymnastics. And I've gotten a lot more traffic on the gymnastics program. It's really more acrobatics, tumbling, because we don't use apparatus, but people don't understand what acrobatics is. So I put the tab as gymnastics, and then I have pictures of what we offer so that they can see there are no beams, there are no bars. This is what we do. And people really like that. So need a second opinion, send me an email, jessica@dancestudiorecharge.com, or, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll be happy to look it over for you. So here we go. Nitty gritty. Facebook. That's what it looks like, in case you don't know. But I think a lot of you found me on Facebook, so you probably have a good idea of what Facebook is. But just in case you don't, here's some stats. It is the largest online social network. Pretty easy. It currently has that huge number of monthly active users. What is that? Like 1,110,000,000? That's insane. Every 20 minutes, 1 million links are shared, 2 million friend requests are sent, and 3 million messages are sent. Whoa. This is like word of mouth advertising on free steroids. Now, I know that sounds a little crazy, but it's true, okay? Word of mouth advertising by not actually having to talk to people. Come on, guys. We've got to amp up our Facebook presence if we can use it for free to get more word of mouth advertising. This I find, and this is my personal opinion, that the parents are on Facebook. The kids aren't really on Facebook. The parents are on Facebook. And if the kids are on Facebook, they're not on it often. But parents live on it. We have it on our iPhones or on our Blackberries. We have it on our iPads. We have it on everything. There's Facebook everywhere. So the parents really, more so use this than the students. So here's some Facebook habits you should have. Post at least once daily, depending on the programs you offer. Now, people would disagree with me, but we're talking about social media in terms of optimizing your website. And optimizing your website gives you more students because people are able to find you easier. You come up higher in Google rankings. You look better to people that are coming to look at your site or coming to look at your studio. So post at least once a day. Now, I don't post at least once a day. I post about every other day. And sometimes I post daily, but I found that the more I post, the better it is. Now, I wouldn't post more than once a day unless you have a huge studio and you really want people to come during January or something like that. But I would post at least once a day. Don't post junk. Don't post for the sake of posting. Make every post something engaging, thought-provoking, or necessary. Necessary or thought-provoking to us is not necessarily that to our audience. Okay, so think about what you're posting. Like, I had a kid send me a picture. They hiked to the top of Glacier Mountain during the summer, and she did a heel stretch or a leg extension or whatever you call it, because everybody calls it something different. She posted a picture of herself doing this trick on top of Glacier Mountain. And it's in the middle of the summer, so she's wearing shorts and a heavy coat, leg extension up in the air. I posted that on my Facebook. I thought it was awesome, So that's the kind of stuff you want to post on there, that your students love you, that you love them, things like that. Sometimes I post a quote, something that people would be interested in. Sometimes I post, when I send out a newsletter, I'll post a newsletter on there. Try to make it something that's engaging to both the clients you currently have and the ones you want to get. Good rule of thumb, alternate quotes, positive vibes, aka, we're so excited for our students testing for their next karate belt today because I have karate in my studio. Or, we passed our ballet exam. Or, so proud of our students doing awesome in class today, or something like that. Okay. And then photos of things like we talked about. I post photos of my classes every once in a while. We'll line up the preschool class and tell them to make a silly face. And then we make that our cover photo. And reminders to make your page relevant. Like, don't forget, we have pictures next weekend. If you haven't signed up, sign up in the studio. Whatever. I use Hootsuite. I'm getting ready to start using Buffer. Hootsuite is $9.99 a month, and you can schedule all of your Facebook posts ahead of time. It's actually all of your social media posts you can schedule. So I schedule my Twitter posts, my Facebook posts, and I can't schedule my Instagram posts, not that I know of yet. I'm still working on that, but you can schedule all of this ahead of time. So if you're going out of town or you're going to have a busy week, hit up Hootsuite, go in there and get everything scheduled so you don't forget to do it. I Hootsuite my stuff way ahead of time. So like I already have stuff scheduled saying we're off for Halloween. I have, Christmas holidays in there. I have all that stuff so that I don't forget to post it. It's already there. Buffer, I haven't started using, but basically what it does is if you have something that you want to post, but you've already posted today, you can just click stuff and put stuff in there. Buffer is kind of good for links. Like if you find something that you want your parents to see, like why dance is beneficial for the preschool age. If you find an article, something like that, you could throw that into Buffer and it'll kind of recycle these and put them up for you. All information should be completely filled out for SEO. So if you go into your About Me, make sure every single thing is filled out. And if you can put your website relevantly in any of those areas besides website, I would do it. Link back to your website whenever possible on your Facebook page. So for example, if you are posting that you need to, you're doing a special, you're running a special for this particular class, post that special and then post the website where they can sign up or post the website where they can get more information. SEO kind of works a little crazy where the more your website is mentioned online, the better ranking you get. And that takes a really long time to get there, but I would definitely link back to your website whenever possible. post monthly newsletters on your page and link it back to your website. This is all part of that search engine optimization circle. You post it one place, it gives you more traffic in the other place. It's good. Just keep posting, but make it relevant all the time. I use Constant Contact for my monthly newsletters, and I started doing this because parents were telling me they weren't getting my newsletters, and that's why they were missing. Well, I missed pictures because I didn't get any of the information. I never get any of the emails. Well, I got sneaky and I went into Constant Contact and I said, "Oh, really, Susie? But I see that you opened this at 5:52 p.m. on October 13th. So is that a mistake? Is somebody else having access to your email?" And that shuts people up so quick, I swear to you, because there's no way that they can say they didn't get it when it's telling me that they did. And it's just an excuse for them forgetting. So I like Constant Contact. Plus, it gives them an option to opt out. So if you're collecting emails, let's say at a performance or something like that, they can opt out if they decide they don't want to be a part of it later, or they can forward it to their friends and their friends can opt in. If you look at my Facebook page at Lakeview Creative Arts Center, there's a join our email list at the top, and also on Dance Studio Recharge, there's a join my email list at the top. Dance Studio Recharge, I use Aweber because I'm still playing around with that. I really like Constant Contact for my studio stuff. It offers a free trial. Definitely go check it out. All right, so contests are a good stool. You say that's what, yeah, okay. Good tool to get current students and parents engaged. I do a check-in contest at least once a season. Check in when you come here, the person with the most check-ins, or you'll get for every check-in you'll get an entry into this contest. We do charge recital fees because they're really costly. I don't know if you guys do, but we posted, if you have the most check-ins or you're entered into a contest to get your recital fee for free. And we had a ton of people checking in, and that in turn posts on their page. So if you have a student that comes 4 times a week, or a parent that, let's say, has 3 kids and they're dropping their kids off left and right, and they're checking in constantly, those 3 kids have 3 separate friend groups. That parent is friends with those friends, with those parents. So those parents are seeing that this person who they know and respect is going to this place a lot. And this will help them be more interested, like your page, things like that. So that's a really good thing to do. If you do Bring a Friend Week, you can also post that. I've seen in the Dance Studio owner website, that Facebook page, that they post, they'll give away a stuffed animal or something like that. You could post the stuffed animal with a caption saying, "Who's going to win me? Check in to whatever, bring a friend to whatever." We can get creative with this, guys, and get people interested. And if somebody doesn't go to your studio and they see that you're giving away all of this stuff, they're going to want to be involved. So everybody loves free stuff. Okay, so Instagram. That's what Instagram looks like. That's the icon for Instagram. And Instagram used to be that you could only do it on your cell phone. It was a mobile app. I think they're getting away from that because they want more users, but I still only use this on my cell phone. It has 130 million monthly active users, not as many as Facebook. 16 billion photos are shared. 1 billion likes daily. 45 million photos posted per day. Instagram marketing is targeted to teens and tweens. I have found more success with marketing Instagram stuff to my teenagers, like 10 to 13-year-olds, because they want to post pictures on their site, and Instagram is not open. It's all, you have to follow somebody, and they have to follow you back if your Instagram is private. So I would definitely, if you don't have an Instagram account, to get one. If you have a personal Instagram account like I do, I would post studio stuff in my personal and then hashtag it, which is this little symbol down at the bottom when you see Instagram.com/press/hashtag. So that hashtag is a way to group people together. And I hashtag my studio name all the time. Okay, so Instagram habits you should have. Post pictures of your students with the permission of parents at least once a week. So I'll have a teenager who accomplished a skill that they've been working on. Now with Instagram video, it used to just be pictures, but now you can post snippets of video as well. If somebody gets, let's say they finally get 3 pirouettes, or if you're not working on 3 pirouettes, you're just working on 2 or 1. Once that student gets those pirouettes, video it and post it. Because that makes it look like you care about your students, you love them, which we all do, but we need to put it out there so people know that that's how we roll. Ask your students to post pictures of themselves at the studio, including pictures of tricks, having fun with their friends, etc. And also ask them to hashtag your studio name. Right now, if you search Lakeview Creative Arts on Instagram, all one word with a hashtag, you're going to see a ton of stuff. You're going to see improvements we've made to the studio. You're going to see students. You're going to see a ton of stuff. So, so definitely start doing that. It creates an online presence for you, and it always helps, bring business back to your website and to your studio. And these girls are friends with their friends who could go to another studio, could not go to a studio at all, could be interested in dancing again, or, just starting dancing. And I would definitely, have them share things like that on their website or on their Instagram so that you can get the traffic back to you. Hashtag everything with your studio name, not meaning to, run this into the ground, but hashtag everything with your studio name. It means something, I promise. Host contests for Instagram users. I did this last year. Anybody who posted the most dance pictures with hashtag, it had to have the hashtag Lakeview Creative Arts, they got a $30 bodywear gift certificate, and they could purchase with this gift certificate anything that we sell in our store, in our studio. So, one girl posted a whole bunch of pictures. Not many other people participated. I ordered a whole bunch of new cool stuff, and she got it for free. And I made a big show of, okay, come pick out your $30 worth of stuff. She got booty shorts and a top, and she was excited. And then other students are going to be more willing to do it next time. All right, so Twitter. Now, I hate to say this, but I'm from the South. Twitter's more of a northern thing, I feel. Just saying. But I still do Twitter. That's the symbol. This is how many monthly active users, some obscene number, 554 million. 135,000 new users signing up every day. 40% of Twitter users don't tweet, but watch other people tweet. I guess it's like the voyeurs of Twitter, but I mean, I kind of do that too, but don't be a Twitter voyeur. Tweet. 9,100 tweets happen every second. Yikes. 2.1 billion Twitter search queries daily. So somebody will search something in Twitter. They may search, for me, they may search New Orleans. I might come up. I might not. They may search Dance New Orleans. I might come up. I might not. So that's something I'm working on, is to get myself up in the search queries. Twitter habits you should have. Twitter users are from across the country, including professional choreographers and TV personalities. For example, I absolutely adore Shannon from the Mather Dance Company. And I watch her videos all the time and hope one day that, I have the ability to be as cutting edge. I find that her stuff is really creative. So I will post a link to the video and then put the @ symbol and then her Twitter handle. So it'll she retweeted me, and I was so excited. You can also do that with celebrities. Anybody from So Unique You Can Dance, anybody from Dance Moms. We know how you guys feel about Dance Moms, but, little kids look up to them. We're trying to get those little kids to like us. Yeah, it happens. Tweet at least once a day. I schedule all my tweets in Hootsuite, like I said earlier, so I don't really have to worry about being on Twitter. I try to pop into Twitter at least once or twice a week to retweet something from someone else. So that's what this says. Make a habit of following people you want in your circle and tweet about them or retweet something they posted. Like I said with Shannon Mather from Mather Dance Company, I tweeted about them and then they retweeted me. I could have kept that cycle going. That would have been smart of me, and I'm going to get back to doing that soon. But you are who you associate with. If you want to make a habit of getting professional choreographers to come into your studio or to be considered for opportunities that come up. For example, they did a taping of Dance Moms in my city a couple weeks ago, and they called us and asked us if we wanted to attend the competition free of charge. That had to be from my online presence. How did they find me? I have no idea. But, and I didn't ask because it was crazy, but my kids participated and they loved it because it's getting them exposed to what it would be like to be on TV. and what it would be like to have cameras in your face. Because if they're a professional or if they're in concerts or VH1 or things like that, they need to have experience with tapings. And that's really more along the lines of what we did it for. Encourage dancers with Twitter to engage with your Twitter and I can't even talk today, with your Twitter account. I have stickers on my door, the icons. I have stickers saying, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And that way parents that are sitting in the waiting room that have phones and they have nothing to do but talk to each other, which we all know how that ends sometimes, they can go and tweet or Facebook us or something like that. It'll give them something to do. They know we have the pages. It's a really good thing to get them involved in your online presence. Okay, so YouTube. That's one of the symbols for YouTube. More than 1 billion unique users visit YouTube each month. 6 billion hours of video are watched every month on YouTube. That's almost an hour for every single person on earth. It's crazy. Who has time for that? 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. According to Nielsen ratings, YouTube reaches more U.S. adults 18 to 34 than any cable network. Now, when I look at my Facebook stats, 18 to 34 is my most full age group. Most of my users come from that age group. So YouTube and Facebook for me would be hand in hand. Millions of subscriptions happen each day, and the number of people subscribing has more than doubled since last year. So basically, let's say I have Lakeview Creative Arts YouTube. People can subscribe to my channel. That's my channel. Or I can subscribe to other channels. For example, the choreographer Emily Schock, I subscribe to her channel. So, that kind of thing, going back and forth, sharing their videos, liking their videos, commenting on them, that'll help you get in front of other professional choreographers or in front of other teachers who may want to come do master classes at your studio. So I didn't say using YouTube. I said using video in your studio because I use another thing. We'll get to that. Post videos of routines to YouTube depending on the outcome you desire. If you want to post videos of your routines to YouTube and then link them back to your website, because it's a free hosting, you could have a tab that says videos or, under recital information, you can have recital videos of certain routines. I always post a routine of my 1 to 3-year-olds. I do start as soon as they walk because I find that most studios do not. My only stipulation is that the parents have to stay. If they're in diapers or pull-ups, the parent has to stay. We've only had one person TT on themselves in 7 years. Not too bad. So, I find that that's been really useful for my business to get them in early and they stay. It also improves their motor skills, and I use that as a selling point. So if that is your if that's your MO, then I would do it that way. If you want to get more master classes of you teaching, if you want more choreography opportunities elsewhere outside of your studio, then post videos of your choreography. Make a choreography reel. Really get yourself out there depending on what you desire from your posts. If you want your students to be popular, if you have really talented students and you want them to get opportunities, post their videos now, because when they're a professional later, people are going to search those videos and they're going to see, you have Mia Smith and here's her video from when she was 6 years old. Oh my God, how talented she was at 6. So that could backfire too, because they could get lazy when they're teenagers, but let's hope they don't. Post videos of recital choreography for students to use for practicing at home. Okay, this was awesome. We did this year at my studio. I used Vimeo because it's password protected, so I would email the parents. Well, okay, let's back up. I would video myself doing the routine. Especially for preschool students, I would do the dance. We would upload it to Vimeo. Imagine the outtakes it took for that, especially since I did it at 9 o'clock at night. Good Lord, I was looking rough in those videos. But anyway, I posted the video. Then I sent the parents the link, and then I made the password the same for every video for the whole recital. And parents were able to go in, log on, the kids could watch their dances. I did not video the kids because I wanted the kids to do it right. And sometimes if you video the kids doing the dance, they're watching the person they think is correct, and that may not be correct. So I did the dance myself. For my senior students, sometimes I videoed them doing it because they almost did it correctly, and then I could kind of correct arms and things like that later. But this is something that really, really worked for me, and it's something that you might want to do too. YouTube is having a hard time being password protected. If you know how to do password protect YouTube, but when I was doing this, they took that off, or they took it away from what I could Google using the Google. So Vimeo worked really well for me, and I used a free account, and I only posted one video a day, so I didn't go over my my limit. Post commercials about your studio, such as virtual tours. There's a bunch of people doing like fun music video type commercials that double as a virtual tour. And those were awesome. I mean, I really, really loved them. I'm going to be doing one soon because it's fun. It's a great way to get the kids interested. And it's also something that you can post on your Facebook page, post on your website. There's some really clever ones out there that people have posted in the group. But these commercials really do double as a virtual tour, and people can not only see what you offer, but see how fun you are, see how much your students love you, see what your studio looks like. My studio space is very small, and so I have to get really creative with my virtual tour, but that doesn't mean I can't do it. Okay, so video in your studio can position yourself as an authority in dance. What you can do is post instructional videos. Here's how we do an Irish. Here's how we do all of the ballet positions. Here's a video on how to stretch for a split. Post it back to your website, and then you're also out there as an authority. And these parents, some of these parents have never danced before. They don't know what they're supposed to be looking for. So the fact that you offer all of this free instruction and these videos makes it look like you really know what you're doing. And why aren't other websites doing it? Why aren't other studios doing it? So we're in the middle of filming these videos now, and we're going to link it back to our site, especially how to stretch for a split or how to get flexible. Those are some things that you really want out there. Now, people are going to be critical and say, oh, that's harming the kids, or you shouldn't do it that way, or you're incorrect. Just dismiss the haters and do what you want to do, or do what you think is best, because usually your gut instinct is right, and you can always take the video down if you don't like the feedback you're getting. So don't worry about what people are going to say. Okay, so this is a brief thing on LinkedIn and Pinterest. LinkedIn basically connects professionals with each other. I have a LinkedIn site. It's not necessarily beneficial to my studio. It makes me look professional personally, but it doesn't drive traffic to me. Pinterest, you pin things. You take these little pictures and you put them on boards that you've created. Clothing ideas, recipes, etc. This is really for personal use rather than for gaining more students in your school, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't have one. I use Pinterest as a research tool. So all of these quotes that I use, sometimes there's really great pictures with quotes on top of them, and I can save it and then post it on my Facebook page, post it on my Instagram, things like that. And that's what I use it for. I've seen some studio owners posting pictures of their competition members and saying, this is what we have, or this is our newest competition member. The world of Pinterest, I hate to say it, does not care about your last competition member. They don't care. They're interested in cleaning their house, getting a good workout, making a good recipe, finding out how to do it-yourself curtains. They have no relevance to your competition member. So use this as a research tool, if anything, or you can use it as a mind break. I like to surf Pinterest to get myself off of dance stuff for a while. Okay, so now that we've talked about all of the sites, this is, I've given you a lot of information. How much time should you really spend on this stuff? This is a breakdown of what I do. You may find that Twitter has more pull than Instagram or YouTube. This is my current time spent. I spend about half my time on Facebook, a little bit more time on Instagram, about a quarter of my time, and then I split the rest between Twitter and YouTube, more so Twitter than YouTube now, but YouTube's going to be getting some more traffic in the coming months. So you can really spend less time by using some of these automation systems like Hootsuite and Buffer and spend more time elsewhere. But now is the time to really amp up your social media, because it's going to get crazy when your year starts. Mine starts on Monday. When your year starts, it's going to be crazy. So yeah, this is the time you should spend on social media, at least the time I spend. I would say I spend about an hour a day on Facebook. It could be more some days, it could be less. about 30 minutes on Instagram, give or take. I don't check it constantly because it gets a little tedious, but I do like stuff and comment on stuff on professional choreographers pages. And that has really been great for me because they know I exist. And when I see them at conventions, they're like, oh yeah, I know you. You're Druzy Love 1011. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. But I know that's my son's name, Drew. So don't think I'm crazy. Okay, this guy looks happy. Here we go. Does anybody have any questions for me? Okay, you can type it in the questions area. Reserve battery power. So type your questions. I'm going to give you some time to go ahead and type them in. And then I'm going to come back in and answer. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to come in and answer everything we've got in just a few minutes. Type your questions. If I had a Jeopardy symbol.
You are now running on reserve battery.
See, that's why I have to go get my thing. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we got some great questions coming in. I'm going to go ahead and get started answering them. Kelly commented, make sure that you remind owners to get a release to do pictures of students. I do a post on my website and also when they sign up. I use Studio Director, so you can kind of modify what you have in there. And when they sign up, they agree to have pictures posted of their children on Facebook and on our website. And that's by nature of signing up. So I would do that. I would not do a photo release because that kind of scares people. I would say instead, by signing up, you agree to give XYZ Studio permission to use your use pictures of their students or your children, however you want to word it, in marketing materials and online presence. Because you don't want somebody who is going to nitpick everything, and you also don't want to have to keep getting it. Like every year, get a new photo release, things like that. It creates paper. I'm anti-paper. So I basically say by signing up, you're agreeing that I'm going to use your child in marketing materials and things like that. And I've actually had somebody come to me and say that they wanted the picture taken down. And I told them, I said, do you see that this is our policy? And they said, yes, I didn't really read it. I'm sorry. And I said, you know what? I'll take the picture down if that's what you really want. I said, but just know that this is how we do things. And she was cool about it. At first she wasn't, but then she realized that she didn't read the information, and it does say that we're going to use them in pictures. Now, if I have a parent send me a picture, like my picture on of the girl doing the heel stretch on Glacier Mountain, I asked the mom if I could post that on Facebook because it was not taken by me and it was not in my studio. And I asked her in email so that I had it in writing. So make sure, if anything, you get it in writing. Okay, so she said this could make parents upset if they don't want their kids on Facebook. That is true. I mean, it could. They don't want their kid's picture on Facebook. And they're going to be very clear with you that they don't if they don't. But we have positioned ourselves as a studio that has a very strong online presence. And by nature of signing up with us, that's what you get. So if you're not somebody with an online presence and you don't want to upset anybody, you could do a release, or you could say, we're going to start using pictures as part of our marketing materials. If you are strongly against having your child appear in any of our pictures or anything, please let us know and put it in writing and just make sure that they know that this is what's going to happen. Can you track the check-ins? Again, from Kelly. The check-ins on Facebook, yes, you can. But I have to be very, very on top of it. So, for example, it will come up in my newsfeed once I use the website, once I use I click to using Facebook as Lakeview Creative Arts. And then for the day, it will show me who checked in. And then I just throw their names in a hat. Literally. I mean, you have to be on top of it. So I would only do it for like a week's time or 2 weeks' time if you can't be on top of it. If you have somebody who can do it for you, an assistant teacher, an office manager, something like that, that they stay on top of it, then that's what I would do. It's worked really well for us, and I was able to get the check-ins set, but you have to be really on top of a check-in contest, I have to say. All right. Hi, Sonia. I see that you said hi there. Okay. Kelly, I think I answered your Facebook check-in question, but if I didn't, shoot me another question because I'm going down the list. All right. Is it better to boost a post on Facebook or to create an ad? That is a very good question, Marianne. And if you talk to different people, they will tell you different things. I have not boosted posts yet. What I have done is I have promoted my page, and I spend $5 a day to promote my page. And basically what it does is if you are on Facebook, and you'll see that it'll suggest Dance Studio Recharge to you because 2 of your friends like it. And then that person will in turn like your page. So today, I'm still boosting. I've been boosting for about 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, I've gotten 150, right under 150 new likes to my page for $5 a day. And some days it doesn't spend the whole $5. So I've put in about $60, I would think. The last time I checked the invoice, which was a couple days ago. And like today, I had a mother with twins like my Facebook page because she's friends with 2 other sets of parents, one with twins and one with a single student. And they're 2 of my best clients. I love those parents. I think they're great. They have preschool age children. This woman liked the page because her friends liked it. So I would start with promoting your page, $5 a day, something like that. Once you have a good bit of followers, I would create an ad. But you have to be really careful about who it targets because I've seen sponsored results or sponsored ads or things like that from studios in like New England, and that's not relevant to me. So you've got to be really careful about what you set the parameters to be and make sure that it's only targeting the people that are going to be interested in your studio. So I would say get them to suggest liking your page and then post your own ads on your page that will target the people that already like you. That's my position on that now. Talk to me in a few weeks. I might have a different opinion, and I'm going to be posting this in my Dance Studio Recharge page because I'm in the process of kind of testing all these waters out to see what I like best. Okay, so Sonia said, what was it that you were talking about when you said you used a social media program that you could use a password with? I'm not familiar. Okay, so Vimeo is my Vimeo is my YouTube equivalent that you have a password protection. Vimeo.com. You sign up for a page and you sign up for an account, and then you can post a video on there and send the link to whoever you want to share it. Now, Vimeo can be public. It's like YouTube. It can be public. But you can also set your videos to private and set a password and only allow people that you want to see the videos see them. Vimeo is not free like YouTube. It's only free up to a certain amount uploaded per day. So that's why I could only upload 1 video a day. So if you have a lot of students and a lot of videos you're posting and a lot of things you want shared, I would probably sign up for an account because it could take you months to get all of your dances posted. But I did the free account. It worked fine for me. I started posting my choreography early. And then once I was ready to send the video out, I had all the links ready to go. So if you choreograph your stuff early, you could do it that way. But it's not a page. It's not anything like that. It's an account. So, give it a try. Go check it out. If y'all want, if you need me to, just send me an email. I'll send you an email with a link to one of my recital videos, just like the parents would have gotten. And that way you can kind of see how I did it and use it to help you. All right. So for newsletters, do you post your newsletters on Facebook and also on your website? I don't post them on my website currently. I'm going to this season because I had a parent suggest it to me. But I do post on Facebook, and I can track the link, so I can see who clicked my Facebook link. Constant Contact does all of that for me, so I can see who clicked the Facebook link, who read the newsletter, who liked it, what links they clicked inside of that newsletter. So like, this is a really cool post about dance studio owners doing XYZ, or here's a news article on our studio, and here's the link to it. I can see who clicked what links, when they clicked them, things like that. And I like tracking that because I want to know who is engaging in my newsletter and who is just ignoring it. I hope that answers your question, but if it doesn't, ask me another one and I'll get to it. Okay, so that's all the questions that we have. Does anybody have anything else that they want to ask? Anything at all? Because if you do, now's the time. Now's the time. One more. Okay, so I'm going to wait on Marianne's question there. Now, I like using, back to newsletters, I like using Constant Contact because it makes my newsletters pretty. They're not just like typed into an email body. And for Constant Contact, I can also schedule things ahead of time. So for recital season, I had reminders being sent without me having to worry about it. For registration season, I had, here's my open house dates. Here's a reminder about my open house dates. Didn't see us at an open house? Here's the registration link. And I don't bombard them with emails, but I definitely do send them things as much as I can to get people engaged in my site. And then the other good thing about Constant Contact is if you get spammed, let's say you have a Gmail account or a Yahoo account, and somebody says that your email is spam because they don't remember signing up for your list, or they left your studio angry or whatever. I would definitely send them. I would still send them emails because they're on my list. So if they spam me and I'm sending through a Gmail account, your Gmail or your Yahoo or your Hotmail or whatever can get blocked. They can prevent you from using your email. And if that's your main studio email, that's really sucks because then you can't get anything. So I use Constant Contact, and that way if they spam me there, I'm protected. So it helps me, not get spammed. And it also kind of suggests titles and things like that to my emails, so that I can make sure that everything doesn't go to a spam folder. I still get spammed. I mean, I still, some web servers still spam me, especially like, what is it, like work accounts, like people who have at mybusinesswhatever.com, like those definitely spam more often than the Yahoo and the Gmails. But I find that if somebody gave me their work email, they're more inclined to check it. So you have to definitely look at that and try to get yourself accepted to their servers. That takes time, but it's worth it. All right, Kelly. Thank you for that. I'm glad that you like the presentation. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely email me and let me know what you need. Okay, so here we go. Marianne says, to up your SEO, you can just link your website address to a lot of things. Yes, but it can't be junk. It has to be purposeful. Okay, so if you don't have a blog, let's say, on your website, you need one. And you can link things in there. You can also link other people to you. That improves your SEO. And this is something that I'm working on. I'm trying Dance Studio Recharge. I would like to be a real online business school where you guys can sign up for courses, get information. I would have loved to have gone to Regold's Dance Studio Retreat. But unfortunately, the summer was slow for me. I didn't have the money to go. So, there needs to be, I feel like, an online site for dance studio owners to be able to take courses, things that are relevant to their business. And I'm definitely going to be hosting some courses in the upcoming weeks. more free stuff, some paid stuff. Especially if I'm giving out a lot of information, I definitely want you guys to get the most that you can. But yes, to up your SEO, you link your website address to a lot of things, but only relevant things. Only relevant things. Make sure it's relevant. Don't just go post crazy. Like your Facebook page, Twitter, etc. Yes, I always have links in my Facebook page. Like let's say next week classes start August 19th. Go here to sign up. And I post my web address, the link to that. I also post, I don't just post like www.lakeviewcreativearts.com. I'll have the actual HTTP link where you actually register that particular page. Camps, I do camps. I have the camp link posted all the time. Pictures for the camp, stuff like that. Yeah, I do post my website a lot, but I make sure that it's a different version of it every time. How much is Constant Contact? There's a free trial for 30 days. I pay, I would say, geez, I don't even know anymore. It's something like under 30 a month, but it's based on how many subscribers you have. I have 500 to my studio page currently, and I'm always adding people. So Constant Contact I find is less expensive than some other ones, and it has a lot of graphics and makes the website look cool. It makes the newsletters look cool, I mean. So it's worth it to me because it protects me, and it also kind of corrals everything, I guess is the best way to say it. So you can pay yearly and it's cheaper, but definitely look into it. You can always try it out for 30 days, send yourself test emails, but it works out really great for me to corral everything. Kelly, yeah, I'd love to hear more about it. I back when Regold was part of the UDMA costume show and he did the seminars earlier, like, during the day in the seminars, I always went. I loved him. I thought he was great. I thought he was very energetic. Things that he said has resonated with me a lot. And I find that he is very, very knowledgeable. And he also gets people in one room that are also very knowledgeable. I wish that a flight to Boston from New Orleans wasn't so expensive. I'm hoping that I can go to the retreat center eventually. And I'd love you guys to go with me. I'd love to get together and share ideas. That's on my list of things I want, list of goals. So I am hoping to get there, but I haven't been yet. I haven't been with to one of Ree's seminars in about 6 years. So I definitely miss it. But I know that they had business seminars and they taught stuff about Facebook, things like that. So I'm glad that you got to go. I'd love to hear more about it. Send me an email. Does anybody have anything else that they want to ask? Any other questions? There's some silent ones in the room, but I'm sure that, you're just soaking it all in. So, all right, well, I'm going to go to the next slide, which says thank you. Please help me promote Dance Studio Recharge. I really want to help as many dance studio owners as I can. Business is my thing. I love it. I really love the business of a dance studio. Working on my business more than working in it, and that there's a difference. So please share as much as you can, promote it, forward my emails to anyone you think would be interested. I was in Disney World last week with my family, and so I didn't do my weekly free email, but I'm going to do it this week. It's going to come out on Friday, and it's about getting your inbox to zero, which is something I struggle with every single day. So please sign up for my emails, and hopefully we can do another free webinar soon. But I really, really appreciate all of your support, and I hope that I can help you guys soon. Soon, definitely. But yes, Marianne, I see. I haven't been to any Reese seminars. Hope to get there soon once the funds. I'm telling you, if you can pay for something, this man is amazing. You leave I only had like an hour seminar with him. These people spent 3 days with him, okay, or 2 days. And seriously, I just felt like I could conquer the world. And, I was young. I was young, and they had all of these seasoned dance professionals in there. And I still am young. I'm saying was, but, you get around people like Ree who have such a an entrenched history in dance and just love the business so much that they just it comes out of their pores. This man is crazy good, and he makes you want to be a better dance studio owner. He makes you want to do better all the time. So definitely, once you get the funds there, go for it. He's worth it. Yeah. Saving this year, yeah. I think it's every 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I wish it was every year. I really do, because I haven't been able to afford it yet. The flights this year were okay, and I could have gone, but we went to Disney World instead because my husband could go. He doesn't want anything to do with going to seminars and stuff for dance studio owners. Eventually he will, but we're young. He's an engineer, and he would rather add numbers together and plan things, and that's just not me. So I'd like to go and be able to leave my child home, leave my husband home, and just go for it. But yeah, my interest has always been the business end of things. I love the business end sometimes more than I love the teaching end, which is really terrible to say, but I do. I love it. So yeah. Oh, great, Kelly. He will do it every year. That's great. I thought he was doing it every other year. I'm glad to hear he's doing it every year. That's awesome. And I do need 2 years to save, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's the next seminar I'll do, is how to organize your finances as a dance studio owner. Like, I had the money to go. I guess I shouldn't say that I didn't, but I didn't want to put all of that money in one basket, because my baskets are very structured. So maybe that'll be the next thing I do: financial planning for dance studio owners. I hope he does it every year, Kelly. I really do. I really do, because we need it. I mean, we really need it, especially in August when we're about to get started. We really do need it. Okay, guys. Well, the seminar is probably going to shut us off soon. So, the webinar, I should say. I'm talking Reed Gold speak, but I'm so happy that you guys came and supported me and supported this endeavor. And I hope that I'm able to get in the room with you guys soon and really work it out. I mean, we are going to be unstoppable. Just get recharged, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.